All right, so this is my day 2 video, and today I'm going to be talking about real estate and kind of my journey through real estate over the past 20, 25 years. And I want to start with first saying a few things that I learned from my video number 1 yesterday. One, I learned try not to sound so boring, so I'm going to be working on that. The other thing I learned is pet words that I use. I say a lot of ums and obviously's and you knows and likes, and I'm going to try to work on those. The other thing I learned is not to shake my chair because yesterday I was doing this a lot when I was getting all excited. I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. So I'm gonna focus on not shaking my chair. So this is a journey of I don't know, getting out of my comfort zone and learning how to do different things for me. So anyway, but today we're going to be talking about real estate. So in my young days, when I was 18, I was doing some fringe stuff in real estate. Learned from a guy named Don Lapre about overages in real estate down payment fees that you pay to, like the VHA or VA. The money goes into a fund, and you get that money back after you pay off that loan. And then people forget about that. And there's a list of people who have money, even to this day. I mean, this was 30 years ago. And people, I mean, you can, if you got a mortgage and you had it paid off or refinanced, you probably have some money, and you can check with your state websites to get that money back. So that's what I was kind of doing. I didn't really do much with it, but I kind of learned, hey, this is interesting. It's not real estate, but it's something on the fringe, and kind of expanded my brain. And then I wanted to learn more about real estate investing, so I read a ton of books. Carlton Sheets' No Money Down was a great book back in the mid to late '90s. Ron LeGrand had a bunch of good stuff out there with creative financing and no money down type strategies, lease options, sandwich lease options. Some of these terms may be familiar to you, they may not be, but that's what I was learning when I was in my 20s. And I learned that I want to get a better foundation of what real estate really was to most people, so I could actually grow on that. So I actually went to community college and took the 2 classes in California that was required to take the real estate salesperson test. And I didn't want to be a real estate agent or anything like that, but I took the classes. I did well in them, learned a ton, found out that I did not want to be a real estate agent and driving people around. And to some people, that's a great job, and I appreciate you guys, but that wasn't for me. So I took those classes, got my foundation in real estate law, real estate basics, and how to calculate a plot map out, the acreage and whatnot. And then after that, I continued my education on creative financing, no money down strategies. And by early 2000s, I was buying real estate off of foreclosure lists. So I was talking to people before they went to the foreclosure auction and trying to help them out of their situation. A lot of these people were in bankruptcy, or they knew they were going to lose their homes. And I was able to give them some money, and I was able to buy a property at a discount. And then I was able to go in and fix those up, and I kept them as rentals. So I had, I don't know, half a dozen rentals, different places. And this is terrible. I'm going to learn not to cough tomorrow. I'm going to have some water with me. But I had some rentals in Oregon and California, Southern California, and that was pretty good, except for I was a terrible landlord. I had an active duty job in the Marine Corps, and I didn't have time to do full time property management. So I hired some property managers that didn't have my best interest at heart. And I learned over that next 5 or 6 years that I'm not a very good landlord. So I needed to learn more about that. So I ended up getting rid of all my properties before the crash happened in 2008, and made my profits because I bought them very well, and took a break from real estate as I was traveling around the world. I was living in Hawaii for a few years, living in Iraq for a while. So took a break from real estate, other life events kept me from dipping my toes back in the waters with real estate. But about 4 or 5 years ago, so we're talking 2018, 2019, I started getting back into real estate and um, paid somebody to learn about wholesaling tactics. And what I was doing was dealing a lot with foreclosures and people who are tax delinquent, you know, with their houses on the verge of being sold at tax auctions, and helping those people out, either getting them loans or, buying their property from them or giving them good information. So I learned I learned how to do some of that other stuff that I'm always just trying to learn, add on. You got to put more tools in your tool chest, and then when the situation comes around, then you know which tool to pull out. So over the past 20, 25 years, I've put a bunch of tools in my tool chest, and I've gotten pretty good about knowing which one. Do I need the hammer? Do I need the screwdriver? Do I need a jigsaw? What do I need? And so I pull that tool out, and then I'm able to use it. So for the past few years, I've been doing wholesaling, and that's been good for me and my family. Where I come in and I do I basically have a marketing company, and I find market for distressed situations, distressed properties, distressed sellers, and come in and try to find a solution to help them out of their situation. And if I can buy their property, great. And I've built up a network of buyers that are interested in these properties because they have either construction companies or they have, funds where they want to have a portfolio of rentals or they want to do a fix and flip type of situation. So those are the kind of things that I market for, I look for. I've been doing quite a few deals, and I'll contract them, and I'll either double close on those or I will flip my contract through an assignment of contract to these buyers that want to fix it up and sell it, or fix it up and keep it. And so that's what I'm doing right now in real estate, and it's been doing me very well. I do want to shout out some people that have helped me along the way. Jason Palliser has been freaking awesome, very creative mindset, go getter. Zach Ginn and Rick Ginn, those guys, they're changing the game in real estate. They have something called freewholesaling.com. And basically, you can get all the information about how to do this in real estate for free, which is changing the game. And a lot of people like Jerry Norton is doing the same thing. I've followed Jerry Norton for a long time. And he's given away a lot of great information and a lot of his tools and templates and how he calculates things and bringing people into the game. And it's been really good. I think the new model of real estate is partnering up with people instead of being the only person on the island all by yourself, which I felt like for many years, and I kind of still do at some point, or to some degree, I should say, is partnering up with all these people, because it's better to have more deals and maybe a little bit less money from the deals than to have less deals and more money when you can close those deals. So I've been partnering up, and we call it JV, joint venturing, with other wholesalers, other real estate investors, and doing deals that way. So I think that's all I really want to talk about with real estate today. I think my video is getting pretty long, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is my day 2 video. Again, going to be doing this for 10 days, and on day number 10, I'm going to tell you the person and the reason why I'm doing these videos, and who encouraged me to do that, and who's helping me get out of my comfort zone. So anyway, I thank you for watching. If anyone is watching this, go ahead and like this video if you'd like. Subscribe to the channel, as maybe over the next couple of years, I might find my niche and find something very interesting to talk about that you might be interested in. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.